Let's now look at the ancient period muna. The rise of ancient civilization paved the way for advances in science and technology. Now, if your idea or kung i-imagine ninyo ang prehistoric people living in caves, tapos para silang mga yung mga cavemen na mayroon silang mga damit na yari sa balat ng hayop. Your idea, if it's like that, it is not far off from the truth. Kasi more likely than not, ang mga tao noon ay nakatira sa mga yungib, nakatira sila sa mga ganyan. At later on, nung nagkaroon ng development in science and technology, saka pa lang sila nakalabas sa mga yungib na yan. So let's look at ancient period. So in this ancient period, civilizations to flourish by finding better ways of living, better ways of communication, better ways of transportation, and also self-organization. Let's start with the first invention, which is the wheel. This is called the Sumerian wheel. Ang Sumerian wheel ay isang bilog na, of course, alam natin bilog siya na instrument na kung saan ito ay ikinakabit sa cart that allows transportation. So the invention of the wheel gave kumbaga nagbigay ito ng transformation, ng revolution in terms of what we call as transportation. Ngayon, probably, sabi ng mga researchers na nanggaling or the precursor of the wheel is probably called the potter's wheel kasi alam naman natin sa paggawa ng pot kailangan umiikot yan and then you put the clay on top of that circular object and then saka mo ihuhulma gamit ng iyong daliri in order for you to make the pottery. Ngayon siguro nangyari baka nalaglag, nakitang gumulong o bakit hindi natin ilagay ito sa ganyan-ganyan, eventually producing the wheel which is kinakabit ito sa mga sa carts. So this would be the first one of the most important invention that happened in ancient times. Siguro magandang katanungan dito, ano ang naging impact with the development of the wheel? Okay, that's right. So buti na lang na-invento ang wheel kasi nga naman with the transportation of food, so una-una bumilis. Pangalawa, lumaki yung kanilang kayang dalhin. And they are able to transport this to longer periods of time and farther places. Kaya ang nangyari dito ay mas maganda ang supply ng food in different places which allowed people to thrive even more. So, syempre, hindi na nagugutom. So, kumbaga, lalong nagkaroon ng opportunity na dumami ang population because of the improvement in the distribution of food. Kaya napaka-importante yung bagay na yan. We go to the next one. Sige, tingnan natin to. Now, another important invention would be paper. And this picture that you can see here is Edwin Smith papyrus. So, ang papyrus ay unang na-develop sa Egypt. Although, as you have mentioned a while ago, gumagamit ng dahon, gumagamit actually ng clay tablets, bato, para isulat yung mga iba't ibang mga records. But because number one, ang leaves ay madaling masira. So walang naiiwan ng mga records na yan. So it's really not a good writing instrument or writing saka pwede magsulat. Pangalawa naman, yung mga clay tablets naman, sa sobrang bigat naman yan, not everyone could carry. At the same time, hindi naging advantageous na mag-ipon ng madaming clay tablets. So you could imagine na dahil limited ang resources, limited ang space, yung mga pinaka-importante lamang ng mga records ang isinusulat lamang at that time. Now, with the invention of paper, unang-una bumaba ang presyo. Pangalawa, dumami ang supply na masusulatan. So this means yung pananaw na ano bang isusulat natin. It's no longer yung pinaka-importante, but even yung mga everyday things na nangyayari ay isinusulat na rin. There was this discovery in one of the caves in Egypt na nakita do sa papyrus ay listahan ng bibilhin sa palengke. So even as trivial as listahan ng bibilin sa palengke, sinusulat na at that particular time. At napakatindi ng advantage ito. And one of the advantages is, especially for us in modern period or after the ancient period, may naiwan ng mga records ng buhay ng mga sinaunang tao. Kaya we can imagine right now what kind of society, what kind of technology, what kind of life ancient people would have lived at that time. Kaya napakahalaga noong nung paper na ito. Not only that, hindi lang nakapag-iwan ng mga records, pero the invention of paper later helped in the increase of intellect o para lalong tumalino ang tao. So tanungin ko kayo, bakit tumalino ang mga tao for several over the centuries dahil lamang sa invention ng paper? So because of that, nata-transfer yung information from one place to another, from one person to another, because of the writings on the paper. Particularly, nung na-invento yung printing press, which produced a lot of books. Itong mga books na ito, which were written on paper, ay na-distribute ng sobrang lawak na ngayon ay mas maraming tao na ang naging matalino dahil sa kakabasa ng mga papel. Another important invention, though hindi siya naisama dito sa listahan natin, is of course, tama yun, the invention of the alphabet. So maraming pinagmulan niya. Meron din mga precursors yung mga alphabet na yan. So you have the Egyptian scripts, tapos meron din alphabet din ng Sumerians, Babylonians. So lahat iyan later nag-develop. And what ang ating namana ngayon ay yung Greco-Roman ba yan? Greco-Roman alphabet. If I'm not mistaken, Pero the point is, may alphabet tayo ngayon na ginagamit because of that. Now, sino sa inyo ang mga K-pops? Ito very interesting sa alphabet ng Korean. Ang Korean alphabet is just a recent invention. Not really recent na 1970s, 1990s. It was invented a few hundred years ago. Kasi ang unang ginamit ng mga Koreano ay Chinese. Pero sa sobrang patriotic na feeling ng mga Koreano, they invented their own alphabet na ginagamit nila at this time. Okay? And of course, sinusulat nila sa paper yan. Okay, thank you for that. So let's continue. Another one is Shadoff. Shadoff naman is an instrument, as you can see here in the picture, na ang kanyang pinakalayunin ay matransfer ang water from one place to another. Not long distances, but only short distances. Halimbawa, mababa yung lugar, dadalhin mo sa medyo mataas-taas. So what you're gonna do here is, if you can see yung iniikutan ko ng mouse dito, ito ay parang lever siya. So gagawin mo ay, ihahawakan mo yung lever na ito, itong pole na yan, tapos iaangat mo ang part na ito para mag-dip yung part na to sa water, and then after that, ma-fill up siya ng tubig, ibababa mo naman yung part na ito of the pole, yung lever, tataas ito, and then iikot mo naman yan para ito ay mailipat mo. So this helped a lot in irrigation, para ito ay mailipat yung tubig at madiligan yung iba't ibang mga pananim nila. So this ancient invention actually is a very, very important invention that later caused mag-increase ang food production, later also increasing the population as well. Ito rin syempre ay ito'y precursor ng iba't iba pang mga irrigation practices, irrigation inventions later on na nakatulong din for food production. Okay? So yan ang Shadoff. Another important invention in the ancient time is the Anchethera mechanism, as you can see here. Itong Anchethera ay isang instrument na na-discover sa lugar ng Anchethera, parang lake iyan, na-discover sa ilalim ng dagat in one of the wreckages there. And one of the curious things about this mechanism ay yung kanyang pagiging sobrang metikuloso. It is around several thousands of years ago ito na unang naimbento, and it seems to be mukha siyang yung kanyang mekanismo sa loob ay parang pang relo o parang clock siya. Well, eventually they were able to decipher na ito palang Antikythera mechanism ay ginagamit ng mga Greeks pang-observe ng movement ng planets, movement ng sun, movement ng moon. So it's more or less an astronomical invention na ito'y ginagamit to track down yung iba't ibang motions and probably use it for what? Siguro para sa timing ng pagtatanim, etc. etc. Very, very interesting kasi sobrang advanced nitong mekanismo na ito for that particular time. Kaya nga, there has been some speculation at mayroong mga conspiracy theories na nagsasabi na baka ito ay may nag-time travel daw tapos ay dala-dala ang mekanismo nito from the future at ito ay nung namatay siguro o nahulog siguro, ito ay na-preserve in that particular lake. Some would even say probably baka may UFO daw. So yung mga thoughts na yan ay parang explanation, far off explanation nila because they observe na parang out of context yung mechanism or yung apparato or instrument na ito. But in any case, ang point dito, probably medyo highly advanced na yung ideas and kaalaman ng ilang mga Greeks, not all, pero ilang mga Greeks that led them to the invention of this Ankythera mechanism. So it was used as astronomical device. Another one, aeropile. So this is Hero's engine. Very interesting. Meron kang lalagyan dito, may tubig sa loob yan. Tapos meron kang bilog dito na part na umiikot-ikot siya, freely moving. And then as you can see here, meron siyang butas. Another one ay may pipe na may butas. And of course, pagka sinunog mo yan, may tubig sa loob, it will produce steam. And this steam will go out of the hole and then it will spurt out here, which would be causing momentum at iikot siya. So this is actually the Hero's engine because it was Hero, a Greek who first invented this machine. Later on, sayang nga lang nawala yung hindi ito masyadong naipasa yata, I think, sa mga tao, sa ibang civilization. It was later in the 18th century that the steam engine was again invented. So umabot to ng several thousands, ilang thousand of years bago nagamit. Ang steam engine later naging precursor siya ng trains, naging precursor siya ng diesel engine that we enjoy right now as part of our cars, part of our iba't ibang mga vehicles. So parang sarap isipin paano kaya kung nung naimbento ang aeropile ay nakuha agad ito na ibang civilization, ano na kaya ang degree ng ating technology in terms of transportation, machines, baka mas advanced pa ngayon yung ating mga transportation technology at this point. So yan yung pinaka-idea ng aeropile. So motion, using steam to do work. So those are the ancient period. Of course, marami pa, pero konti lang talagang time para pag-usapan yung iba pa. Sige, so tuloy na ako. Ngayon, sa Middle Ages naman, major advances in science and scientific and technological development has taken place and there has been a steady invention or increase of inventions na nangyari at this particular time that would be innovations or answers to certain traditional problems like production. So maraming nangyari at this time. So some of the examples we'll discuss later. So medieval universities at that time ay nag-steer ng scientific thinking that had produced a lot of inventions at that time. So some of humanity's most important present-day technologies can be traced back from the Middle Ages. And here are some of them. Okay, first of all, the heavy plow. Now, of course, you are very familiar with agriculture. Siguro ginawa niyo na ito ng elementary or high school na gamit ang piko ay kayo ay nagtitil ng lupa. Siyempre, kung matigas yan, kailangan ng mas matinding lakas. So the problem with the early kind of agriculture is it really needs a lot of manpower and needs a lot of napakatinding muscle ang kailangan para makapag-produce ka ng mas maraming pagkain. So at that early time, in order to increase food production, you have to have a lot more people and a lot more muscular people. But with the invention of the heavy plow, as you can see here, gumagamit ng hayop, tapos gumamit ng bakal para ito ay magdidig in to the soil. At habang hinihigit ito ng baka o anumang beast of burden, ay yung bakal na ito na nakatusok sa lupa, ito ay kakaladkad o kukudkud sa lupa, causing a throw that allows easier planting of the seeds. Kaya napakalaking tulong ito kasi number one, instead of using human power, beast power ang ginagamit. Number two, instead of using human power para gumawa ng malalim na butas, gumagamit kayo ng bakal na hinihila ng hayop para makagawa ng butas o mahabang throw, where you put the seeds. Ang nangyari dito is there is a decrease in human power, need for human power, but with the decrease of the human power ay nag-increase naman ang speed, number one, sa pagtatanim. Pangalawa naman, area, mas malawak ang natataniman because of this. At ang pangatlo, since mas malawak ang tinataniman, mas maraming food production dito. Kaya napakalaking revolution na nangyari in terms of food production here. Kaya ang naging resulta, dumami again ang population, producing a lot of mega cities, quote-unquote mega cities at that particular time in the Middle Ages. So London would be one of those mega cities, at hindi naman mega talaga, pero large cities at that time that have resulted because of the increase in food production due to the invention of the heavy plow. Okay, another invention is gunpowder. Very familiar kayo. Kung nanonood kayo ng pelikula ng mga barila, na pamilyar kayo. We now have rockets. We now have yung mga barel. We now have yung mga intercontinental ballistic missiles. We now have the nuclear bomb, all because of the simple invention of gunpowder. So, ang una naka-invento nito ay mga Chinese. Pero sa Chinese, ang ginamit na pinaggamitan nila ng gunpowder ay mga fireworks muna. So, this is the gunpowder was invented from potash ash. Parang ito ay mixture ng iba't ibang mga chemicals dito that would be sparking, and then what happened is nilagay nila sa fireworks. But it was later in the 12th century na ito ay na-transport o na-import sa Europe, at ang mga Europeans ang unang nakaisip, bakit hindi natin lagay sa barrel, ilagay naman itong gunpowder na ito, powder na ito, at maglagay ng bulitas ng bakal. That is where the guns were first invented. So, ano nangyari? The impact was, number one, siyempre magandang kalangitan dahil sa fireworks. But as other than that, ay nagbago totally ang tinatawag natin type of military warfare. Noong unang panahon, before the invention of gunpowder, ang klase ng labanan ay espada, spears, at pana, at mano-manong suntukan, mano-manong labanan. But with the invention of gunpowder, ay naging long range ng labanan ngayon. So merong mga muskets na naimbento. These are the precursors of the guns. So yung musket, kung napanood nyo na yung mga pelikula na tawag ito, yung American Revolution, nalimutan ko yung pelikula ni Mel Gibson, The Patriot, if you remember that. So meron silang mahabang gun, tapos yung pinaka-tubo ng barrel ay lalagyan ng gunpowder muna na nakalagay sa mga pouches, ibubudbud doon, and then lalagyan ng mga ilang bulitas, tapos meron silang mahabang stick, tapos itutusok nila doon sa barrel para lang matagtag yung bulitas at saka yung gunpowder, and then i-aim and they will shoot yung mga bulitas na yan. So yan ang nangyari. So there had been changes in the warfare because of this one. So instead of mano-mano, long range na ngayon. And with the invention of the guns, sunod naman na invento ay cannons. So syempre, konti na lang, kung maliit na bulitas, bakit hindi natin palakihin yung bulitas na yan? Cannonball. Kaya yung mga naging obsolete na at that time ang castles. Dati kasi ang castle, basta may castle ka, safe na safe ka kasi hindi kayang butasin ng espada, ng spears, at hindi kayang scale o akyatin ito ng mga kalaban. Maraming mamamatay muna bago masakop ang isang kastilyo. But with the invention of the cannons, bubutasin na ngayon ng mga castles na yan, yung walls na yan, and the invaders can immediately go inside. Castles became obsolete with the invention of cannons. Okay, sige. Let me continue. Paper money is also an invention during that time. And the first paper money was invented by Chinese. Ngayon, more likely you are already very familiar or may have you read already na yung unang panahon ng klase ng commerce that happens would be number one, barter trade. So meron kang produkto, iba-barter mo sa produkto ng iyong kausap. So that is barter trade. And next time around, na-develop naman yung currency na kung saan ay mga mahalakang bato ang ibinabayad para sa mga iba't ibang produkto, just like silver, gold, etc. However, the main problem, sobrang bigat nito. So it was later naging invention yung paper money. Yung paper itself does not have any value. Yan ang isang katotohanan. But because of siguro ito ay na utos ng kaharian, nilagyan nila ng value yung paper in terms of ano ba ang value nito nasa likod. So for example, this kind of paper, ang value niya ay meron tong 3 ginto, ang itong paper namang ito, paper money na ito na ibang disenyo, ang kanya namang nilalaman ay siguro 10 ginto. So ibig sabihin nito ay nagkaroon ng value because the government or that kingdom assigned a value, and with that, gumaan na ngayon ng commerce because paper na lang ang ginagamit. And with that, naging mas mobile ang economy, naging mas mobile ang trade, at ang nangyari dito ay nag-increase ang economy ng mga kingdoms na ito, and later again, more food production, more increased population, at nag-develop sila. So that is the paper money. Another important invention is the mechanical clock, which was invented in the medieval times. At ang this picture ay isang clock that you can find in Czech Republic. Now, ang impact naman ng mechanical clock ay yung sense of time. Diba? Ang naging problema ng mga tao beforehand, prior to the invention of clocks, time is very relative. Kunwari, makikita-kita kayo. Sige, magkita tayo bukas ng umaga. Meron darating na gano'n, nagsisimula pa lamang umakyat ang araw, meron darating na nasa gitna ng kalangitan ng araw, meron naman darating na nasa halos tanghali na, pero umaga pa rin naman kung tutusin. So kumbaga, napaka-relative ng concept ng time. That is why productivity is not so, hindi masyadong productive ang mga tao kasi yun nga, hindi sila masyado nakikita-kita on exact time. But with the invention of the clock, pag sinabing alas 9, ngayon, more or less, ay meron ng exact time na makikita-kita mga tao, and productivity increase even more. Kaso nga lamang, ang Filipino time, yan ang problema. Nahuhuli tayo. Pero technically, hindi dapat Filipino time. Yan ay Espanyol time. Kasi namana natin sa Spanish yung Filipino time na yan. Ang mga Pilipino, nung bago dumating Espanyol, very, very early sila kung pumunta sa mga farms nila. Okay, so that is mechanical clock. And another invention is the spinning wheel. Ito, very, very important yan. Paano nagagawa ng damit ang mga tao ng Middle Ages ay ito ay hinahabi nila by hand. So kung meron silang parang tawag ito yung needle nila, and then hinahabi nila ito. But with the invention of the spinning wheel, very important ito. It's because of nakaproduce ngayon ng threads, nakaproduce ngayon ng mga yun nga yung tali, pise o thread in order to produce a lot of wool products. So gagamit sila ng wool, maybe from a sheep, and then using the spinning wheel, ito ay i-extend, iikot dito yung pinaka-wool na yan, making a lot of threads that enabled people at that time to make clothes a bit faster. So it is no longer made from, halimbawa, skin ng hayop o kaya na may mga dinikdik na mga fiber. Kaya naman ay nagawa nila ito into smaller threads, which increase the production of clothes, which also produce a lot in the economy. So yan ay isa pang napaka-importanting invention at that time. So again, ito sampling lang ito ng mga Middle Ages invention, pero mas